Hello. Okay. Sorry about how overly crinkly the gloves are. These are the only ones I could find. And, so we have a jagged cut, a straight cut, and a circular cut. Okay. We have our thread here, and we have a, hopefully I don't drop it, a curved needle. These are typically like leather and upholstery working needles. So when you do actual sutures, you will want something thinner than this. When it comes to cleaning these needles and the thread for doing sutures on either yourself or someone else, you'll want to clean both of these with alcohol. Alcohol. Alcohol as in liquor works as well. Your hard liquors, such as vodka, whiskeys, is sake, moonshine, clear moonshine. Do not use beer; it will not work. Hand sanitizer. Yeah, I know. Boiling water also works, as well as like your wound cleaning alcohol. The thread should also get the same treatment there. So the first I am going to show you is the interrupted stitch. Come on, scissors. Thank you. Thank you. Trust me, if I had my surgery gloves, this would be much easier. Huh? We're just made it all. What? We're made it all. Yeah. I'll just do this one without a glove. Yeah. I don't mind getting cow blood on my hands. Or no gloves at all, because, Jesus. It's okay to not wear gloves, just make sure you wash your hands. So we don't get the wound infected. So you don't want to tie off this end like I did, because I'm an idiot. So first we are starting with the jagged cut with the interrupted stitch. So when it comes to sutures, you want to do it 1 centimeter away at the entry point. Go 2 centimeters deep. Insert. And go 1 centimeter to the other side. Now, typically, you would be like nudging the skin back and forth with four snips, and kind of crocheting around your finger twice. I do not know how to crochet, so I'm going to show you how to do a surgeon's knot with your hands. So first, you want to take your base, knot it once, and then the other side, and loop it around twice. Pull to the point where it's tight, but not so tight that it rips the skin. Like that. That is good. Then you will want to do 1 knot on top of that. and then you have the choice of doing a square knot, which is where you loop it over like that, and go back again, and over the parallel, and loop it like that, and close it. And then, I don't have scissors, so I'll just use knife. Use scissors. Thank you. I have a nurse on standby apparently.
This nurse Ratchet to you.
Nurse what?
Ratchet.
Nurse Ratchet.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good title to call yourself.
Look it up later. It's funny.
Okay. So you have a decision where you can either go to the left or the right. Typically with jagged wounds, I would recommend starting towards the base of the wound and going down and the same centimeter and pushing your way back up through the flesh. Sorry, I was covering that a little bit. Okay. Then we will do the same method as before. Pull it tight. Do the one, and then box. There we go. I forgot to cut the other side. Helps if I do. And then you will go to the other end. I'm going to do this that way you guys can actually see it this time. Take extra caution because blood makes your hands very slippery. Oh my god. A little janky, but it's okay. Ooh, I almost forgot to do that second move. That would have just been a regular. No. That was not good. So, one, loop one. My grandfather, who was a World War II medical nurse, would be proud of me at this moment. Not really, though, because he's probably looking down at me going, right now going, what is this child doing? Now, what you will want to do is you will want to do those three the rest of the way through. So, like, say, for example, two on this side and two on this side until it's completely shut. This video is going to be a little shorter because I don't have much time to do this. Now, I can discard that thread. Get off my finger. So yes, normally you would clean your needles. I do not have time to demonstrate that though, because I'm about to be going to school soon. And that's here, so I can have to speed this up. Which I mean, in real life practice, you would have to speed this up. But in these types of situations, the only advice I can give, making sure it's still recording, it is still recording, is to breathe. Because you can panic in these situations. This is why I am babbling and not shutting up right now. I'm a little panicky. That is okay. Because of actual stitches and having gashes like that, I'll be losing quite a bit of blood. So you're probably delirious a little, and there's a possibility that you might be delirious. And just overall, might start panicking a little. So in those situations, just breathe, and you will be okay. This is one for quicker method. This one is not standardly commonly used. However, it is good to use because it starts the outside of the cut and takes in. So this one, the first one was an interrupted surgical knot, surgical square knot. This one is a one-sided square knot. So it's basically continuous on the square knot all the way up and a never breaking loop. So what you will want to do is focus your needle 1 centimeter away. There we go. Too deep. Push. Ooh, don't poke yourself. I mean, you can poke yourself. But also, if you're doing this to another person, suggest not do that until you are sure that the person does not have any diseases that are transmittable by blood. That is why you should typically be wearing gloves with this. I decided to forego mine because not only sensory issues, boo, but just the issue of tying the thread needle. Don't do that. Don't yank away like that. Sorry. In case you didn't see that again, we are going to do continuous. I went to. This is why making tutorials sucks. Did not go deep enough there. It's okay. Now, deep, deepy deep, deep. There we go. Piercings. I would highly advise that after the third one, you go and to the other side. Possibly want to loop it here. My hands on. This is why cow beef is harder to do, because if this was pork or something, it would be easier because the muscle and fat on pork is a lot closer to humans. Make sure it's still tight. There we go. Continuous run through stitch. Ooh, not that side. Yeah, if you're doing that, don't do that to your patient. I'll just start through the same side. I told that lovely. This method can there. Oh my god. Sorry, I woke up at like 3 in the morning to do this, so I am not in my right mind. I can show you. Not again. Just in case you missed it. Try to go deep enough. 1 centimeter away from the wound. 2 centimeters deep. You're actually underneath the flesh. Then you want to so there's that method. Sorry if you guys didn't see that. Typically, you would just want to do the square knot that I showed you on these previous ones. Now, for a circular cut, such as this one, if it's deeper than, I would say, 2/4, they're typically going to graft your skin. I made this a longer cut, but it is 2/4 deep. That way, can be shown, because I am not about to do this kind of graph right now. I am telling you, I do not know how. All I know is it'll be a very difficult healing process. Quite frankly, I'm good. That is my dog in the background. He is being rude. You're a rude little boy. Knock it off. What he gave me. So angsty. So rude. Mean little boy. Yeah, sneeze. He's sneezing. Going to make sure you're still recording. Yes, you are still recording. Okay, that is good. Okay. So, with these, typically more difficult, you need to do a type of ladder stitch all the way through. Typically, for deeper cuts like this, you would need to use degradable thread, meaning like after a certain amount of healing time, forgot what specific amount of time, it disintegrates into your body and it's like not toxic and non-harmful. So typically for deeper cuts like that is what you would use, but since we just have regular sewing thread, with like regular sewing thread.
Dissolving.
What?
Dissolving.
Yeah, I know. Okay. You made me lose my train of thought.
I'm sorry, honey. I need to.
Okay. Deeper cuts. God. Okay, let's just move on with the stitch. So you would want to use a continuous stitch, not a continuous interrupted stitch with the square knots, but just like your standard ladder stitch. However, you would want to start this at the same starting point. Oh my god, same starting point. This is difficult because circular means a blood layer. You are awesome. There we go. Put it. Okay, so we don't have either side. Let's like that. And what am I doing? Jesus Christ, oh my god. You would start off with a surgeon's helmet. With the fact that this meat is out, I'm surprised the cats haven't come to bother me.
I know.
They probably know that I have a bunch of sharp utensils up here and are going, no.
Good. You're so good.
Do a surgical knot. And cut that. My fingers are sticky. Sorry that this video is going to be so ungodly long, but here, don't do this to your patient's cuts or your own cuts. Don't don't squelch it around. Why did I use that one? I use poor word choice. I really do. Okay. So with deeper cuts in the skin, you would want to pull it out further apart. Seeing as how it is going into deeper muscles. Didn't mean to flip off the camera on accident there. Just happened. What you do is you pull it taut as you go along. So make sure it's parallel to somewhat parallel to each other. Well, don't force it through. If you don't feel any give on certain areas, you could be going to ligaments. There you go. Pull it taut. So much so that it does not rip the skin. And then finish this off with another surgical loop. However, we are not done with this. There's that. And then what you will want to do is this makes a neater scar, you will want to go the opposite way. These are so you start this way, that way, that way, that way, that way. This way. But you know that is the side of the cut. Going through these sides. Typically, this type of stitch wouldn't or still possibility that it can. You will need to bandage this one off. Typically, there shouldn't be any holes like that one there. It's okay because I'm going to begin with this one because I have never done this one before. So then we'll want to finish this off with a square knot. If it will cooperate with me, that would be lovely. Square knot. This is one commonly used in stitching clothes. That's what I just did. And then that is how you perform 3 basic sutures. Here is my face as proof, and here's the slab of meat.